Good morning, true crime friends. How y'all doing? Listen. Oh my goodness. There's some new dirt out here on Miss Natalie Cochran. Cochran? I'm not even entirely certain how you say her name. Can we just call her a whole trash bag? Cause y'all, that is what she is. We need to get into it. But first, you know what you need to do. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and find me over on Facebook or Instagram at Gossip, Rumor, and Innuendo. Listen, let me tell you. First of all, I was minding my own business, minding other people's business, like I do, right? And I'm flipping around on the tubes of you, and who do I see? I spy with my little eye, none other than Harvard lawyer Lee. Although now I think she dropped the Harvard and she just goes by lawyer Lee, right? Turns out, lawyer Lee is a gossip. Now, maybe Lawyer Lee was just reporting the news, but she had that good. She had the tea. And I was like, ooh, let me grab myself a cup of coffee. Lawyer Lee, girl, tell me every single thing. Well, Natalie Cochran, that right now we are in the case of the state of West Virginia versus Natalie Cochran, right? And Natalie is already tucked away over there in federal prison for a Ponzi scheme. She took money from people in the community or whatever, and she got caught. And then when she was on the verge of getting caught, she allegedly, unfortunately, unalived her husband. And now she's blaming all the Ponzi scheme and whatever on her husband. Like, I mean, I know he had like a cocktail of what did she give him? Oh, she borrowed a cup of insulin from her neighbor, or however insulin comes. Child, I don't know. I'm not a pharmacist. I'm a gossip. Anyway, so she borrowed some insulin from her neighbor and allegedly shot him up with the insulin, and then he passed out. And she's like, oh, he looks super duper dead, but let me just let him lay there for a little while so it can properly cook his brain, because I know he does not like hospitals. You know what else he probably don't like? Dying. Anyway. So the way that the entire case kicked off, the way that the FBI started looking into her had something to do with Little League. And I was like, wait, Little League? If you recall from this case, Natalie Cochran and her husband had just like regular, everyday you and me jobs. And then Natalie was like, you know what, let's do? It's real nice being upper middle class, but I think I would like some more money. So I'm going to start a business where I supply arms and other assorted things to the government. Girl, where you getting all these guns from? Are you just going to go down to Gunmart and supply stuff to the U.S. government? But okay. Turns out, that's not what she was doing. She set up a business and had an office and was collecting money and then was just tricking it up on herself. And it's unclear what her husband knew or what she didn't know. What is very clear from the FBI and other assorted law enforcement professionals is that she ran all the books and she signed all the contracts. Her husband did the research, but she was basically doing the dirty work. And I was like, right, okay, so you stealing from everybody you know. But how does this come to light? Turns out Natalie and her business started sponsoring the Little League. Now, where I live, Little League is baseball. It's like, kids in short pants running around getting dirty. I don't know. My kids are not sports kids. Where she lives, Little League is football. And I was like, okay, now this is the part I got from Lawyer Lee. I was like, okay, girl, tell me some more. So Natalie and her husband were sponsoring the Little League. And everything was good. And everybody was like, they're part of the community. Isn't this wonderful? They are good, wholesome people. And if you was having a bad day, Miss Natalie would send you a Bible verse. Yep, she'd get up in the morning and be like, let me give everybody a Bible verse so they can have a nice day. And people were like, she is salt to the earth. Then one of the parents is like, wait, it looks like some of the Little League money is missing. Natalie, girl, listen, where's this Little League money? And she was like, what? I have a bad connection. New phone, who this? I don't know how she did it. But she kept putting the people off, saying like, what you're not going to do is question me about the missing funds from the Little League because I don't like questions. I don't know what she told these people. So the mamas and daddies would get suspicious and they were like, who do you call when somebody is stealing from the Little League? Who is in charge of Little League football? Why is Little League called football? Shouldn't it be called something else? Anyway, so people started asking around, and Natalie, you know people like this. Nice, nasty, nice. They smiling. They sending you a Bible verse, but they pull you close like they gonna, salute you with a holy kiss, and then they cuss you out in your ear. I mean, I don't know if that's what she did, but I feel in my spirit like she was doing stuff like that. And then the parents who were complaining the most about her, she had them arrested. What? Now look, the way Lawyer Lee reports it, she had team members arrested. Oh, Black Jesus, please tell me she was not having children arrested. I can't imagine that she was having children arrested. But the way I read it and understood it was that, okay, this parent was like making a fuss because all the Little League money was missing, and then it would come back, and then it'd be missing again, and then it would come back, and there was no accountability. And so them mamas and daddies were also down at the football game like, run, get a goal. A home run, child, I don't know what you get in football. Like I said, we not a sports ball family. And Natalie was like, I'm also one of the coaches on the team. That mother is too rowdy. She has too many pom-poms. She's bringing grapes for the other kids. Some of them sandwiches and stuff she has might have peanuts in them. She's over here trying to unfortunately unalive the children. I don't know what excuse she came up with, but she called the popo and started having parents arrested and thrown in jail. Yo, I know some people go all the way to the left at their children's games, and that's a shame. But I'm like, normally it's a please wait in the parking lot for your child type situation, not a boop, 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 hello 911 situation. But Natalie was trying to get the heat off herself, so she started having folks arrested down to the games. 80. I'm here for it, though. I want to know every single thing. I mean, I'm not here for having parents arrested, but I'm here for knowing everybody's business, right? And so I was like, oh, okay, Lawyer Lee, what else she do? Please tell me every single thing. Apparently, also as a fundraiser, she was hosting bingo games. I was like, ooh, the way I love bingo. Oh, I love bingo. You know, you can play bingo on this channel. There's bingo cards. Look in the description box of this video. That's just an aside. Anyway, and there's prizes if you win. So she was like, okay, we're going to host a bingo game. In fact, the day her husband, Natalie's husband, Mike, slipped the surly bonds of this earth, she was in the middle of arranging a bingo game. And I was like, oh, great. What is it, like 50-50? You get like a little bit of cash. You get a gift basket or something like that. You get a mug with like the Little League name on it. You know what you won at their bingo? Guns. Listen, West Virginia, are you out there? Please tell me if bingo for guns is standard in your community, not standard in your community. Are guns expensive? For the life of me, I cannot imagine bingo for guns. You're like, bingo, bang, ouch. You can shoot your leg off at the bingo parlor. And are they having it down like in a church basement? Can you bring guns in a church basement? I have so many questions. And so I was just like, okay, bingo for guns, not my cup of tea. Now listen, y'all know I'm a coastal elite. You see me over here driving a Toyota Corolla like all the coastal elites. So, I don't know nothing about that bingo for guns life. What else did Miss Natalie do? So I'm watching Lawyer Lee's video, and she was like, oh yeah, she took her parents' life savings. Her parents, her mom and daddy now. Her parents, I knew she took the in-laws' life savings. Now listen, I have wonderful in-laws. I could not ask for better in-laws. But some people's mother-in-law, father-in-law, your daddy's stepmom and them, you might be like, I wouldn't take nobody's life savings, but I might kick them in the shin if given a chance, and I'm not going to get caught or go to jail or burn in hell or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, you might not love them as much as you love your own parents. She took her parents' life savings? They worked their whole life to care for their family and possibly care for you, and you just took everything, every penny. I know she's doing 11 years in jail for this alleged Ponzi scheme. Oh, it's not alleged because she was convicted for her Ponzi scheme. But this lady is clearly a sociopath. Her lawyer was like, oh, Natalie is a bad girl. Sir, I think you got that a little bit wrong. Natalie is pure evil, spawn of Satan. The bingo for guns just took me to a whole other place. But I was like, okay, maybe that's how they roll in West Virginia, child. I do not know. But your parents' life savings. Oh, but wait, there's more. Also her siblings' life savings. And also the life savings of other people in the community. And I was like, well, maybe did she give it all to the Ronald McDonald House? Did she give it to charity? No. Heifer went to Paris. She got a sports car. She did all these things. It's something wrong with her. She's ticklish of the brain. But instead of going down to the nervous hospital, she just needs to go like deep under the jail. And I was like, these people are pure evil. And lastly, the last thing that Lawyer Lee told us about in her video the other day, she said, "Oh, and because Natalie and her husband used to advertise guns," and I was like, "Well, clearly guns was a hobby for them, as was being pure evil and sending people Bible verses. They had billboards advertising guns." From the bottom of my heart, I did not know that was a thing. The billboards in my area all say, "Were you injured in New Jersey? Injury.com, whatever." It's all lawyers all the time. Apparently, a lot of people get injured in New Jersey. I think it's the jug handles on the highways. Anyway, Google New Jersey jug handle if you don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so I was like, I just thought them billboards was like for lawyers and stuff. But maybe a Bible verse, something like that. But we don't even do Bible verses in this part of the country. They had billboards for guns that included Bible verses. Shoot unto one another before they shoot unto you. What Bible verse? I kind of really need to see the billboard Bible verse with the guns. An eye for an eye. I am not clear as to what exactly is happening in West Virginia. Now, listen, a while back, I had a case in West Virginia, the state of West Virginia versus Andy McCauley, where that very cute prosecutor, hey, prosecutee Daniel James, how you doing? He showed me a different side of West Virginia. People were nice, they were clean, they had a full set of teeth, they were educated, lovely people. Made me want to go visit Berkeley Springs, West Virginia. I might drop on by someday. But these people, Natalie, girl, you done set the whole state back. Yeah, I know y'all a small state, and one or two people can't speak for all of y'all. But it's not like every day I run into West Virginians, and now I'm super duper nervous to deal with any of those folks. I feel like maybe narcotics was involved in this, but there's no indication that she was a narcotics enthusiast. She was an insulin enthusiast. See, also, she allegedly borrowed a cup of insulin from her neighbor and put it in her husband, and now he's no longer on this mortal coil. Child, this case is a whole mess. But look, it's a holiday Monday, and normally on a holiday Monday, I would not make a little video for you, but I was like, listen, I didn't do anything yesterday. Let me just jump on here and say hello to my true crime friends and check in and tell you about this video that I saw about Harvard lawyer Lee was giving us all of Natalie's personal business. The way I love folks' personal business. But look, y'all stay safe out there, and I will see you soon. Bye.